And I posted it, you know, recorded it, but I'll catch you up. You're fine, and you know you. Well, there were some issues, and there's some of y'all might have had some issues with uploading stuff. I have a student that can, yep, that's exactly what it is. And I'll look at that and make sure, or I'll look at your stuff. And yeah, I don't know if it's just there's so many of us all on these programs, and I don't know. Okay, hey, fourth period art foundations is Friday. You made it through the week. I'm gonna go over some things with you guys. We're gonna start in the announcement block, because remember, until further notice, your sketchbook assignments are always going to be posted in here, in addition to the live Zoom meeting. And if you're watching this video, typically our live Zooms are only like the first 15 to 20 minutes. I try to remember to turn it back on when it's not being recorded. But I'll always start right at fourth period, and fourth period starts at 1:40, anywhere between 1:45, 1:50. I typically get this going, but you all know that I post this. Okay, so for today's going to be a finish up day, because I have given you this week, I have given you 3 ribbon assignments. I gave you the, let's see, I printed off some stuff to hold up visuals. I sort of printed off some stuff to hold up visuals. Oh yes, I did. Here they are. So we had that, and we had our letter, and then we had our practice of the ribbons. I think I have the practice one. Things that you have due today. The due date is today. You had the practice of the ribbons. Remember the very first day I showed you how to draw ribbons, and I had, you know, that you had to do 5. Try to get 3 or 5 of those. Okay, so that was one project. I'll show you where that is in a minute. And then we took our letter, or a letter, and wrapped, as you can see, we wrapped a ribbon around it. We practiced some twists. That one was yours. Here's another one that's not in color, which was fine, because I know a lot of people at home don't have color. This is with an N, really, really good wrapping of the ribbon. And then yesterday, I gave you examples of the alphabet written in a ribbon, and you wrote your name out, and you colored value where it needs to be. Some of y'all have done beautiful jobs in one color, or some of y'all have done really cool multicolored things. I'm very proud of everything that I've been seeing. Today, for your sketch assignment, you are taking the concept of a magnifying glass and drawing something being magnified. So this is a bee, and here's the little bee butt. I don't know why I've been enjoying saying that all day. Here's the little butt of the bee, and the butt of the bee is the normal size of the bee, but the rest of the bee that's under the magnifying glass is really, really large. So what can you draw underneath a magnifying glass? You can draw anything. It doesn't have to be an insect. You might want to do a butterfly wing, you know, or something, or you could even do words. Maybe you write out a song lyric, and you know, I can't think of a song lyric off the top of my head, but you know, over here would be the smaller font, the way you would write normal. And then when it got in the magnifying glass, it would get really large, and then it would go back to being small. So that would be a cool idea. You could do like your fingerprint. I mean, you can magnify anything. Think of something you could put under a magnifying glass that you can illustrate some of its body or some part of it normal, and then some part like zoomed in. Like you can do like a crinkle cut French fry, you know, and so here you draw it over here, you know, like a normal crinkle cut French fry, or maybe you have multiples. And then right here it would be really big, and then it would get back to being small. Notice the magnifying glass has some hatching and cross-hatching lines. We're really good at that now. And it's kind of shaded, so we know that, you know, it's a little magnifying glass. If you have time, you can come in and put some color into these. Your sketch assignments, these are, you know, a quick little, you know, I mean, I probably wouldn't spend more than 15 minutes or so on it, but if you're caught up with everything, you might, some of these sketch assignments that you've had for the week, you might enjoy coming back and putting color into them. you have 4 sketches to upload this week. You had spirit animal was your first one. You had fear, illustrate something that, you know, you might be scared of, or, some fears that you might have. You might not like sleeping without like a little light on, or the door cracked, or you might not like driving like on a high speed interstate, or I used to have a fear of elevators, and it kind of went away, which is weird because it was a really, I didn't even care if I was with people I knew. I just did not like getting in elevators, and now it doesn't bother me. So that's kind of weird how sometimes your fears you have when you're younger kind of go away. But I will say my mom had a fear of elevators, and I think I just kind of like took that on like it was my fear too. So who knows? So you had fear, and then yesterday, what was yesterday's? Oh, yeah. A jungle. You're going to take the concept of the jungle, animals in the jungle, like the rainforest type of thing, and you're going to design a mug with a jungle theme, which is pretty cool. And then today is under the magnifying glass. You're going to upload all of those here under assignments in where you have all your assignment stuff. Right here where it says week 6 sketchbook, you're going to click on that, and there'll be a submit button up in the corner. So you'll upload your sketches for the week there. And then down here, you will see lots of projects that we've had. This was the initial ribbon when we learned how to draw ribbons, the very, very first thing we did Tuesday. And I gave you 4 different examples. So I wanted you practicing drawing the ribbon and shading the ribbon. I do that every time. Why does this thing keep shutting off? My apologies. I don't understand what's happening. Is it not plugged in? Did it just die on me? Oh yeah, it just died on me. So always make sure your stuff's plugged in. So that's going to take a second to upload again. So you had your ribbons, and then like I've already showed you, the next one was you had your letters that you had to do. These turned out amazing. I'm super proud of these. Your name and ribbons have been coming in. They turned out amazing too. Remember, I had everything for the most part being due today. You have due dates, and I really want them on the due date, but I take work at all times, all throughout the 6 weeks, because I want you to have really good grades. So if you're getting behind in my class and you're getting caught up in another, just don't forget you need to come back and do some of these assignments. Having said all that, oh yeah, here we go. So there is that assignment. So you need to make sure that you upload that. And then you had the letter ribbon, which will slowly, hopefully, come back to us here. Yep, and then you had to take the letter that I just showed you, and I gave you lots of examples in here how to do this one. Like I said, I'm just so proud of the work you've done, especially my virtual people that I don't ever see. You've done a wonderful job, going through some of these presentations and watching the live Zooms when I give examples. I apologize, things are not popping up. I'm going to move on to what we did yesterday. I think another problem is I'm not very patient with the computer, and I like to press things a whole bunch. Okay, and then yesterday, and this one was time consuming, so that's why I've given you some days to work on it. I also added a video showing you how to draw ribbons with 2 pencils, which kind of was working for me. I just didn't really take my pencils very well together, but I did give you the entire alphabet already written in a ribbon font, so you could look at this and draw your ribbons. I also showed you yesterday on the board how to write, your name in cursive and turn that into a ribbon. And then I also have a video uploaded here, which shows you step by step how to, it's not a video, it's more of like little images. But I just happened to find this yesterday. This guy taped 2 pencils together, and you'll see down here, he tapes 2 pencils together, and then he draws. This turned out pretty cool, and I could probably do a better job today taping the pencils. It does work. And then he took the 2 pencils and kind of held them like chopsticks and drew, you know, so he's basically already making the ribbon, which, you know, kind of blew my mind because I'm not used to that. So that's a cool thing to explore. But you're going to take your name and you're going to write your name in ribbons, and you are going to color them. Most importantly, I want the shading. We've worked really hard with shading and value, and I'm just kind of zooming in so you can see, especially where a ribbon might overlap onto another part of a ribbon, coming back and shading really dark beside it or underneath it. That helps us know that this is on top of here. And, you know, where things pinch, you know, where a ribbon might be collapsing on itself, it goes darker to lighter, back to darker, and so forth. And I really wanted you to try that in a color pencil or a crayon or something, if you have it at home. If not, straight pencil is fine. So you're going to upload that. And today I am not giving you any new assignments because I've given you 3 time-consuming assignments this week, and I just want those finished and uploaded since I made the due dates today. And you're going to upload your sketch assignments, and then next week we're going to move on to other things. So today is really sort of a catch-up day for some people. And if you are all caught up, you can go back in and explore something, or maybe take the magnifying sketch assignment and put a little bit more time and thought into that. And that's it for today. I just want to make sure you keep all your grades, you know, get your grades in, get your assignments turned in, and we will move on to new and exciting things next week. Let me see if I have any questions in the chat room. I don't. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to upload this video and then turn the live Zoom back on. And I will see y'all next week.